Hi viewers, Eldo here. After a short break, I am back to this platform. Today is a very special day in my life as I am just completing my 33 years of my life journey. So when I was thinking, I was just planning to make a video on the lessons I'd learned in this last 33 years. It is nothing but it is a blend of the teachers who have taught me and my own experience. So going back directly into the video, the first point is nothing but your past doesn't equate to your future. Whatever you have done in your past is not what is getting reflected on your life. Whatever that you plan for your future depends only on the actions which you take right now. So if you are planning to achieve something or the greatest goal in your life, it doesn't have any meaning what background you are from. It only depends on how you want to go about, how you wanted to take about your journey. The second important aspect is nothing but self-education is more powerful than formal education. Formal education can make you a living, while self-education can make you into a consistent manner. So start to be a deep learner in your journey so that you will be achieving much higher heights that you desire upon. The next important aspect is nothing but you cannot do same thing and expect different results. When your past doesn't get equated to your future, what do you do in the same manner and you wanted to expand in a broader manner is not going to happen. If you wanted the things to change, it's ultimately the person you itself wanted to change. You wanted to change your situation, what environment that you have been surrounded with. You have to change the scenario, like the sort of people of association that you are associated with. If it's a toxic company, just leave out and start to be in the new format and never let the word code change move away from your body so that it can make to greater heights than what you desire upon. The next important point is nothing but to have more than you get, you got to become more than you have. Try to give as much as you can to the society. Try to give as much as you can to the people that you helped in your life. Try to go and meet them. Try to go and greet them in a manner that they feel very happy for you. They feel very energetic for you so that it can get converted to your blessings that you desire upon. The next important point is nothing but in every setback there lies a gift, a lesson to learn and evolve. Wherever you are, whatever lessons you have been, it's always lesson for you to evolve to your next phase. Never stop your process. Your process should start from one phase to the other phase. Maybe it can be leading into a failure. Never mind. But the process should go from one point to the other point. So moving to my next point, it is nothing but intention is everything. What you tell can easily be equated with what body language you possess. So try to behave with a positive intention so that people can trust you, people can be with you on board in the journey so that it can take up to greater heights of genuinity around your community. The next important aspect is nothing but we are not human beings on a spiritual journey, but we are spiritual beings on a human journey. The soul within you is something that's been very essential for you to convert, to aspire, to live up each every moment. So try exploring this soul and try to be with the Almighty. Try to be in the same position as in track of Almighty so that automatically the Almighty system works you as a catalyst in the journey. The next important aspect is that just as sweetness is as nature of sugar, service is the nature of soul. Try to be more service oriented rather than looking what I get if I render a particular service. Try to do the service in a relentless manner. The results, the success gets automatically being associated with you. The next important aspect that I'd like to share with you is that the deeper you work on yourself, the wider the impact will be. As per as you evolve, you will learn a lot. It's nothing but your society, your nature of work that you do is going to evolve. If you are just stopped up what you are learned, just reopen it. Miracles is going to happen. The next important aspect is that if you don't fill your day with high priority action, it will get filled with low priority distractions. Try to fill your day in a manner that with the maximum productivity that you can do. Otherwise, your unwanted mind takes over to things that's not important for you, and you will be still in a situation that unable to judge which is the high priority action, which is the less priority action for me. The next important learning aspect that I made is that learning always loves speed. Try to be in the inner zone where you fill your actions with much higher learnings so that learning should go hand in hand with the speed so that higher actions will be there. Don't wait for the super finished moment where there will be no distraction, no errors. Start with a much higher version so that greater versions are awaiting for you. The next important lesson that I'd like to share is that learn, do and teach. I always believe in the golden triangle of success. When you learn the things, start doing the things and start propagating what you have learned. It is actual source, it is actually what the education system is intending for. The next important aspect is nothing but time is not your most valuable asset, but focus. People say that time is something that's been very important for you, but it's not. How you prioritize the time is not important, but how you focus on the particular time is important. It's not that how many hours you work or how many hours you have learned in a day. It's important that how you have made your focus into a particular activity. Maybe it can be for 5 minutes or 10 minutes or half an hour, which can be dealt with a very short span of time. So when you deal with that sort of things, try to be with much higher focus. Try to be in a zone that's been getting isolated for you, as the corona times has taught us what isolation actually is. So moving over to the next point is that don't be cheap on your journey towards success. Success is waiting you for. So when you plan to take up a learning that can make you into a next level, don't be in a dilemma that whether that's actually going to work in me. Unless you make a process of learning, nobody is going to learn from you. Unless you make a better version of yourself, nobody is going to get the best out of you. So try to be a great learner of all the times. The next important learning aspect is that systems work and people fail always. People fail drastically, but systems will have always be in place. That's where the importance of the artificial intelligence like ChatGPT and all other tools are doing in the market. Where systems are upright to the market, systems are proven to the market, where irrespective of what background the people is. So systems are actually making you through a tunnel that's taking you lesser duration and higher precision where you are been guaranteed. So don't mismatch the things where people let the human errors come. No, if the systems are in place, the first priority should be for the systems. The next important lesson I'd like to share with you is that what goes around comes around. What sort of people that you surround with, that sort of output that you have been. Earlier there was a superstitious belief that by seeing your friend, your personality can be easily be assessed. So what you actually plan to give actually is a part of what your intentions are. So try to be in a positive zone always, try to be in a high energetic zone always, so that higher actions, high priority things, higher things can be dealt within you. So next important lesson is that the only value of uniqueness is its value to other people. How you deliver the people, how you have been in a great community that you like to surround with defines a personality within you, so that it will be very easy for you to tackle the blocks of success that gets associated with you. The next important aspect is nothing but leaders governed within followers needs to be guided. Actually, I love this 80-20 principle. 20% actually following to be the leaders, where the 80% are the followers. It is only because that this 20 people doesn't want a supervision within themselves whether they are able to complete it or not. They govern within, so that they become under the class of leaders. So try to be a leader within you. It's not that leaders are as a badge that they wanted to showcase a number of followers. No, leaders wanted to showcase themselves to the society, so that always they will be uprooted to the class of leaders that they desire upon. The next important aspect is that when you are able to master your senses, you will be able to master your life. It is nothing but it is the actual difference between human and animal life, where animals are unable to identify what they have been good at, but humans have been, their senses have been designed in a manner that what they are good at, what they are having a skills, particular skills to showcase. So identification of what you're good at is something that's been very crucial in your journey. Try exploring what your talents are being lying on, so that success get easily been associated with you. The next important aspect that I learned is something but called great teachers are always great students. Unless you learn the best out in you, nobody is going to come and learn from you. So always the great teachers are the examples of great students. Maybe that may be in the personal development space, that may be in the technical space, as well as that may be in the not technical space. So always try to be a great learner or deep learner in your journey, so that it can take you to greater heights than you expect. The next important lesson that I learned is that if you don't know where to go, you can go anywhere that has no direction. Being directionless is something that's been very negative for an individual point. It always takes you into downward path, as an escalator, like going downwards gradually. You don't feel how easily that you are going down, but gradually, step by step, day by day, hour by hour, minute by minute, you start going in a downward direction. So analyze what you are being good at, analyze where is your correct position in your life, and try to position yourself in the journey so that you feel the journey as something that's been very attractive for you. The next important aspect that I'd like to share is something that what the definition of success is. Success is always a progressive realization of worthy goal. It progresses from one point to other point. It never has a particular destination of completion. Once been reached a particular destination, you think that success is over. No. There are many processes for you to elaborate, to expand on the particular journey so that you will be moving much upwards in your journey. So success is always not a constant curve, always an increment curve that you need to follow. So the next important lesson that I learned is something, but you become what you think about. What you aspire all the time, you definitely will make it up. What you love to do, you definitely will make it up. So try exploring what you are good at in the initial phases so that without wasting much of your time and energy, you can reach the greater heights that what you expect for. So think of what you can, or think of how you can implement the things so that you will be into the desired levels of success. The next important aspect is managing people is something which is very important. Unless and until you manage people, you won't get expanded. Unless you don't socialize with people, you are not going to be in expanded mood. So start as much as you can to have a greater life, to have a great socialized life so that you can lead a prosperous life of 100% completion. The next important lesson that I learned is nothing but what comes easy is usually not worthwhile, and what's worthwhile usually doesn't come easy. Normally when you chase your goals, sometimes it can hurt you. Sometimes doing it for many number of times can lead only to success. Thereby the secret lies that how many times you are staying in the process, how many times you have been with the process, how many times you are getting rejections. So when you are getting rejections, when you are not attaining your success in a straight path, it doesn't mean that it's not for you. It's a story that's been developed for you to tell to your future audience that they get aspiration from you. So don't be in a phase that what I'm not getting success. Success is a gradual process. So try to enjoy success. The next important lesson that I learned is nothing but the illusion of knowledge can sometimes be more dangerous than ignorance. Knowledge is not the analysis paralysis. Over delivery of knowledge is something that's been very common in today's era. But making use of the correct knowledge, making implementation of the correct knowledge is something that's been drastically differentiate the people who succeed and the others. So try to apply the knowledge that you gain. Try to be in the positive zone of knowledge acquirance as well as implementation phase. The next important lesson that I learned is nothing but you cannot manage time, you can only manage yourself. People say that time is everything, but it's more important that how you manage your things, how you prioritize things. As I mentioned in my before lesson, that how you manage the things is something that is very important. The people who succeed in the life is also of same 24 hours they enjoy, and the people who are leading the normal life or below average life is the same 24 hours that's been associated. It's only difference is how they manage the time and make use of the time, and productive time is something that's been very important. So try to manage everything of your own by making out a list of things that you need to do for a day or for a week or for a month, so that it makes the process easy, that it makes into a process of automatically getting automated within you. So that's a lesson that I learned. The next important lesson that I learned is nothing but your vibe always attracts your tribe. Vibe is something that your energy level. What's the energy level? If I done this particular session with telling that my name is Eldo Varghese, nobody would have been like in the less than a minute you will be switching off the video. I am doing this particular video with what my inner energy is. I'm very passionate about delivering my knowledge to the community, to the people who love to hear me. That's my energy, and that's where my vibe stands out. So your energy is always been driven towards your vibe from what your energy levels, internal energies are. The next important lesson that I learned is nothing but knowing and not doing is not knowing. What you know, and if you are still be in the process of learning, it won't fetch you any success. When you know some things or when you learn something, it's your duty to implement the same knowledge what you learned, so that success get delayed. Maybe trial and errors can happen, maybe failures can happen, no worries. But unless and until you try the same thing, nothing is going to happen. Even if, for example, if you attend a swimming class online, and if you are unable to swim on a pool or a pond, what's the use in that? Once you get out into the track and once you start swimming, the action or the result comes. So what you learned is very, very important, that how you apply it. The next important lesson that I learned is something that changing your thinking changes your life. What you think about ultimately is what has been reflected outside. If you are thinking of an arrow game, you have been a very normal person. If you wanted extraordinary things to happen in your life, start to move out of your comfort zone. Start to do the extraordinary things. Start to do all the rubbish things that the people say in the market. Unless you decide what is right, what is wrong. You are the only person who judge you, nobody else. So try doing the best what you have been good at. Try to do the greatest things what you aspire for. The next important lesson, or the last important lesson I learned is nothing but be fixed on your goal, but be flexible on how to reach there. As you have been very common with the usage of the Google Maps, when you put a particular destination in Google Maps, it takes you the fastest track. Whatever your journey is, be fixed on your goals. Whatever your destinations, whatever you plan to reach, be fixed on that, be very fixed on that, and make a easiest route, make a great route of no hurdles that's been coming in between. As the point of the road not taken, Robert Frost says, take the road that's been designed for you. Take the road that's been okay for you. Take the road that's been getting relied upon as per your aspiration, as per your goals. So these are the lessons which I learned in the journey. And I hope that these lessons you had found is informative, or if some of the points that has impacted you a lot, let me know which was that particular point which has impacted you, or maybe it can be more points. Please make your comments so that I can learn a lot from you. So wishing you only the best, and this is Eldo Varghese signing off. Bye bye.